mindful reality TV from a mental health perspective. As you can see, well, I guess you wouldn't know, but I did not make it to my bus yesterday. It was terrible day for so many reasons. It was a stressful day at work, which lesson learned. I honestly should have just not gone to work. That was my first mistake. But I was like, the bus is at 9, work ends at 4. It takes me only about 30, 40 minutes to get there. So I'll have a chance and time to get myself together and make it there for 9. No big deal. I started to feel really sick about 2, 3 o'clock. I mean, I've been sick for the duration of most of the week, but I started to feel really sick. Temperature, stuffiness. I went to the juice place that we have, the juice bar, to get a juice. And then I went out and bought some NyQuil, some Dayquil. I took the Dayquil. I got some Vicks, which I'm about to have to use in a minute, actually. And I took like a really hot shower and I tried to do everything I could to physically just prepare myself to be able to get there. And especially to have to go on a bus. Like, I was dreading the thought of spending 10 hours on a bus feeling like that. So that all took me a couple of hours. Then at 6 o'clock, I had to leave my house by 7. I think the latest I could have left is probably like. Actually, I was supposed to be on the 7:14 bus, the 7:14 train to get to the bus station. So I got in my car, I drove over there. I was like, "Where's my luggage?" I'm telling you, it sounds like a stupid mistake, and it was, but when you're in that mental state, you're sick and rushing. It's just my brain was scrambled, so I ended up um, not having my bag when I got to the train station. So I had to come back to my house, get my bag, go back over there, only to watch the next train leave when I got there, and then why in the world is my teams still going off at? Oh, okay, okay. It's only 5 o'clock. Fair. Some people finish at 5. Anyways, um, long story short, I made it to the bus stop at the where my bus was leaving from just to see the bus pulling off or just to see the bus driver getting on the bus, which I tried to flag him down and wave him down, and he didn't stop and he pulled off. So I was like, okay, that sucks. I was upset. I was more upset when I called Greyhound. They're like, oh, we don't offer refunds. I called like 4 or 5 different agents. They all said the same thing. I had some words with them, and then I sat there for an hour because I sat there on the ground in like 38-degree weather because I was like literally sitting there like, what am I supposed to do in my life right now? Because this trip, if it was just a trip like I'm just going just for a visit or to have fun, who cares? It's not a big deal. Hi, Blue. But the fact that this trip was for a huge occasion that's only going to come once in a lifetime, which is my grandmother's 90th. Hi, Marshall. Um, that was flashing before my eyes. So that's the thing that made it really tough. But, anyways, I guess all's well that ends well. Her birthday function is Sunday. I now have a means to go there on Saturday. I'm gonna be flying in on Saturday, and I'll be there Saturday afternoon. So it sucks. I mean, I lost the money that I put in towards Greyhound, but and I should have been there today. But I guess the silver lining that I'm taking from that is the fact that I was able to stay home, get a couple of things done, get some rest. Rest is badly needed because I'm going to be a co-MC of that event. So it's going to be, I'm going to need to be as strong and healthy as possible to get through the weekend. So that's that. So for the time stampers, it's about 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Now I'm going to start talking about how real is reality TV beef. So I talk about this all the time. Before 2022, um, before 2022, I had never met anyone from any of these shows. In 2022, it was the first time I went to any of these events, and I went to a challenge event. At that challenge event was Derek, Kaczynski, and Nehemiah. And at the time, they're coming off of a season where Nehemiah and Derek had supposedly had a beef, or they supposedly have a long-standing beef. They went in on an elimination against each other, and it showed castmates. I still have a really bad migraine, by the way. They showed castmates talking about them and saying that they don't like each other. And so Derek was in there first. Nehemiah walks in. Derek runs over to him and gives him this huge hug. He gives him this massive hug. And I was looking at this like, you know what? I am kind of confused. Because I thought that these guys were not a fan of each other. I think that in this era, more than in other eras, even though those guys are from my era, but I'm just saying generally, with the way TV is, especially for these competition shows that are multiple year shows, I understand like beefs are more likely to be real on a Big Brother or a Survivor type of show, where these casts are going to be on for the most part one time together and never again, because it's just strangers that meet up for one season, and it's not like a thing where they're cast every single year. Whereas a show like The Challenge, I feel is less likely to have real beefs, especially nowadays, because for The Challenge, these people see each other year after year after year, season after season after season. So even if you genuinely don't like somebody, you learn to be cordial with them, like because the way that I view it is it's basically like you go into work and you don't like a coworker. We all have coworkers that I don't like, that you don't like, and I don't like. I know at my job, there's people who I know that outside a work environment, if I saw them walking down the sidewalk, I'd probably cross the street. But I know that I have to work with them every year or every day or whatever, 5 days a week. So I'm like, let me just learn how to just best manage. And if it was like beef for real, I wouldn't be able to be on the same seasons with them. Like if it's something that I'm choosing to do, well, I guess you could have beef with somebody and just swallow your pride for the sake of money, but you dig what I'm saying. So I think that occasionally some of these people really, 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 really don't like each other in real life. There are a few cases of that, but I think that more often than not, um, they are at least cordial, and at best they're friends. And I think a lot of what we see drudged up as beef is for the sake of entertainment. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content.